Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn about the problems of urbanization. We have already studied in the last class what is urbanization, and today we are going to study about what are the problems when there is more of urbanization. So, just to start with, with the recap of what we have already studied. Urbanization is a global trend that has shaped human societies for centuries. It refers to the increasing concentration of population in urban areas, leading to growth and development of cities, right? So we have already studied when people move from one particular place to another place in terms of good opportunity, economic opportunities, good job, better healthcare, better education opportunities. So this leads to urbanization. So today we are going to learn about what urbanization is little bit of and what are the problems when there is more of urbanization. So what are the causes of urbanization? Here we are going to learn about four major things. First is economic opportunities. Second is health education and healthcare. Third is social amenities, and fourth is technological advancements. Right. So what is economic opportunities? Cities offer a wide range of jobs and higher wages than rural areas. This attracts people seeking better employment prospectus. Second is means in the villages we have less job opportunities, we have less salary and less business opportunities. So people tend to move to a better place in the cities where they are getting good job with higher salary as well as there are more of business opportunities. Right. So this is one of the reason for the economic opportunities is one of the reason of urbanization. Second is education and healthcare. Urban areas often have better access to schools, hospitals, and healthcare facilities, leading to improved quality of life. So in cities, we know we have better, good, big schools and hospitals. So for improved quality of life, people move from uh, one place to another, like from villages or suburbs to proper cities. Social amenities. Cities provide cultural attractions, entertainment options, and social networks that appeal to many individuals. So there are many social amenities are also there when we talk about cities. Then there are more of like theaters is there, amusement parks are there, and museums are there. So there are a lot of entertainment purposes there and cultural attraction because in cities people from different cultural backgrounds come together. They celebrate their traditions and festivals. So this is one of the reason which attracts many of the people and which is very much appealing to many individuals, right? So and for this technological advancements, transportation and communication technologies have made it easier for people to live work in a urban areas. Okay, so in cities we know there is very much better transportation and communication facilities there, so which is leading people from small towns to cities, which is the one of the major cause of urbanization. So these are the main one of the four major reasons: economic opportunities, education and healthcare, social amenities, and technological advancements. Okay. So so far, if anybody is having any kind of doubt, please let me know. I hope everything is clear till now. So demographic trends in urbanization. Okay, so we are study about we here. It's a small data we have. We have the years in the year, and as we have the urban population. So you can see here in this graph that as the year is passing, the population, urban population is increasing. Right? You can see here in 1950, what was the urban population? 0.7, right? And in 1975 it increased to 1.6, then in 2000 it increased to 2.9, and in 2020 it has increased to 4.3. So you can see the difference from 1950 to 2020, from 0.7 to 4.3. Right. So there is a urban population is growing, growth is accelerating, driven by factors such as rural urban migration and natural population increase, as well as there is movement of people from different small towns to villages, as well as there is a natural population growth, right? So this is one of the trends in demographic trend is there. So urbanization and economic development. What happens when there is an urbanization? Increased productivity. See, concentrated workforce, efficient resource allocation. So productivity is increased because their workforce is very much concentrated. There is optimum utilization of resources, allocation of resources there, because of which there is an increased productivity. Innovation hubs. Talent pools, knowledge exchange, fostering startups. People from different places come together, they share their knowledge, and because of which there is great innovations are happening. And economic growth, higher GDP, job creation, improve living standards. As we know, when the economic grows, uh, there is more of job opportunities, more of improved standard of living, better healthcare, infrastructure, higher the GDP will be. And then for this infrastructure development, transportation, energy, communication networks. In cities, we see the transportation facility, the energy, the communication networks are really very good as compared to any other place. So these are the major urbanization and economic development. So urban areas drive economic growth through increased productivity, innovation, and infrastructure development. Right? We have already studied concentrated workforce. All these things are mentioned. These are the reasons why there's an stimulates economic activity and improves quality of life, and reasons for the major urbanization of people. So, what are the challenges which we face? The first thing is transportation strain. Growing when there's more population is growing, it will put a pressure on existing transport system, and congestion, delays, and accidents become more frequent. Right? When the every city has a particular capacity, and according to that capacity, the uh, government allows a transportation facility. And when their population will be more, there will be more of congestion, accidents. These things will happen. Housing shortages, as the city is a very land is a very limited resource. We have already studied. It cannot be increased, and when there will be more population, there will be housing shortages. Limited housing options lead to increased rents, homelessness, and inadequate living conditions. There are few houses, buildings will be very few, and people will be more. Then definitely the rents are going to increase. Many people won't be able to afford. This will lead to inadequate living conditions. Waste management, increased waste generation from a larger population challenges waste management. So every city, every government has a waste management plan according to the population. But when this population will increase, this will lead to higher challenges for the waste management system. This can lead to population and health risk. Energy demand, when the population is more, there will be more higher consumption of energy for both residential, commercial, and transportation needs. Then, which again will put pressure on energy resources and infrastructure, right? Then we have water scarcity. We know when there will be more population, consumption will be more, and urban populations require a vast amount of water for daily needs, leading to water shortages and potential conflicts. So, if there will be more of urbanization, then infrastructure will be little. There will be a very much challenging for the infrastructure, and these are the points which we have studied here. The major 5 points which will be affect the infrastructure and which can lead problems to the urbanization. Urbanization and housing shortages. Demand outstrips supply. Okay. Urban areas attract a large influx of people seeking job and opportunities. This is rapid population growth often outspaces housing construction, creating a shortage. Right? As we have already studied, the land is limited, the place is limited, but the population is increasing. There is higher demand for the residential as well as commercial properties, which will create again a problem. Limited affordable housing. High land prices and construction costs make it difficult to develop affordable housing societies for options for lower income residents, and this leads to overcrowding and substandard living conditions. So when there will be limited house and more population, only people from upper class will be able to purchase this property or rent out property. Otherwise, the lower middle class and middle class people will be suffering, and they will be very difficult to build an affordable house. So this will lead to overcrowding and substandard living conditions, displacement and gentrification. As cities become more desirable, affluent individuals and business move in, leading to rising property values and displacement of long-time residents. Right? Already, this is one of the thing related to housing only. Uh, when the tier one class of people or when upper class of people will appear, will increase, then the demand for the property will also increase, and which will lead to higher pricing for the properties, and which will again make it very difficult for the people from the lower income group to buy the house or rent out the house. What what effect will urbanization will have on environmental degradation? So we will study about it. Air pollution, sure. When there will be more people, more transportation will be used, more business and more crowd will be there. But obvious, there will be traffic congestions and industrial activities will increase, which will lead to air pollution. Water contamination, we have already studied about the waste management. There is a limit government plan according to the population, but when it will increase, there will be problem of sewage and industrial waste, which will lead to pollution of rivers and lakes. There will be climatic changes, urban heat island effect, and greenhouse gas emissions contribute to climate change, right? There will be, when there is more of usage of natural resources and depletion of resources, there will be climate change. Loss of biodiversity, urban expansion destroys natural habits and disrupts ecosystems, right? So rapid urbanization can have a devastating impact on the environment. As cities grow, they can generate more waste and pollution, leading to a decrease in air and water quality, right? So these are the several problems which we will be facing when there will be more of urbanization. Urbanization and social inequalities. Urbanization and social inequalities, unequal access to resources, housing segregation, income disparity. There will be social inequalities when there will be more of urbanization. Like people with higher class, as we have studied, they will be able to access the healthcare, education, and opportunities for marginalized communities. Okay, unequal access to resources. Housing segregation, concentrated poverty in certain neighborhoods, limited upward mobility, right? Income disparity, growing gap between rich and poor, leading to social unrest and instability, right? Urbanization and public health concerns. So there will be, when overcrowding and poor sanitation will lead to infectious diseases. Then there will be air pollution, which can lead to respiratory problems. There will be mental problems, stress, anxiety, social isolations will be there, which will prevent in urban environments. Heat stress, urban heat islands increase heat related illness and mortality. These are the several health related concerns with respect to urbanization. Then we have strategies for sustainable urbanization. What can be done for a sustainable urbanization? Integrated planning, coordinate urban development with environmental protection. We have to take care of environmental protection. We have to make some policies which will benefit the environment. Efficient transportation, promote public transportation, cycling and walking, which will reduce dependency on the public transport and lead to less of congestion and pollution. Renewable energy, invest in solar, wind and geothermal energy resources, reduce reliance on fossil fuels. So we have to use more of natural, like renewable resources, which is one of like solar energy is there, wind energy is there. Green infrastructure, there should be like more of urban parks, green roofs and permissible pavements, manage stormwater and improve air quality. Waste reduction and recycling, implement composting, reduce single-use plastics, and promote recycling programs. So these are the several important 5 points which can lead to a sustainable urbanization. Okay, and so far I believe all the points are clear to everyone. And if anybody is having any doubt, can raise their hands and let me know so we can first clarify these things and then only we can move ahead. Okay, so thank you very much, and it will be an assignment for you to I want you to write as an assignment question the 5 major problems of urbanization. Okay, write 5 major problems of urbanization which will cause problem to the cities, right? To the environment, to the resources. So here we end with today's class. If anything is there, we will discuss it in the next class. And please complete the assignments and submit it by the next class. Thank you so much.